everyone, welcome back to my channel. This will be my getting back to keto video right here. Just an introduction. I'll add some pictures to this as well if you haven't seen them before this video. So the first time I started keto was 2019. It was early 2019. But I slowly dropped out of it because if you don't know a lot about it, and I have learned over the last the first year of doing keto, I learned a lot. But anyways, when you start keto, because of the way you're eating, it can cause constipation. And so I dealt with that when I first started it, and I got frustrated and I stopped. And then the beginning of 2020, before the pandemic happened, all the bullshit, I decided, okay, I'm gonna start keto this year and I'm just gonna do it. So during 2020, when everyone was gaining weight, and I would hear people, oh my god, this keto weight, this pandemic weight, you know, and I was continuing to work. I'm a dog groomer, so I never had that COVID, you know, had to stay home, whatever, for the pandemic. I worked every day. Like, I didn't take I saved all my vacation. Off track right now. But anyways, I didn't take any time off of work. I was consistently working, so I never had that I'm stuck at home eating, whatever. So anyways, so I started keto 2020, and it was a slow going thing. I got a cookbook. I started making my meals, meal prepping. I like meal prepping anyways. Food has always been really easy for me. It's the working out process of losing weight that's always, I have to get into it in order to like do it. But once I get it, I'm good. But anyways, I couldn't do food. So I sit down, I have like a dry erase calendar, and I write down what I'm going to make. I go on MyFitnessPal, I start calculating all my stuff. And that's how I plan my whole month. I can plan a whole month of food. That's just how I do it. But anyways, in 2020, I started the journey. And it slowly started happening. And I started at, we'll say I started about 285 pounds. That was the heaviest I was at the time. The heaviest I have ever been was before I turned 30. I'm 37 now. I was over 300 pounds at one point. And that's when I thought, wow, I need to do something about this. That's when my brother's kids were like babies, and I was just like, I want to be there for them, and I need to lose this weight. So that's when I originally started trying to lose weight. Took me almost 10 years, and I finally did it. So, but yeah, I did the cookbooks. I founded Keto Connect. That's a YouTube channel. And as I started, you know, things were going really great, and then I would have to stall. And then, I would like look at what I'm eating. I would do research, like, okay, why is this happening? Okay, maybe I started eliminating things from my diet, or I would change what I was doing, add stuff, whatever. And so I'd figure out what I needed to do to continue my weight loss. So after I would switch things up, then I would be good for a while. Like, I would do everything like a week worth of food and see how that worked with my body. And then I would change things up. And then I heard about beef and butter fasts and just different things like that that I could try. MCT oil, butter, heavy cream. Dairy can be a blocker for you when you're trying to lose weight in the beginning. You know, when you're transitioning into this keto life, you know, there's dairy and stuff like that. That's really great. But you'll get to a point where you're stalling, and that dairy can cause that. It can cause weight to gain on top of that as well. So I got to a point where I was like bare minimum, like eggs, bacon. I would use the bacon grease instead of butter. For cooking other things, I would do just like chicken salads. And then it got to where I was doing, instead of 3 meals a day, I was doing 2 meals a day. And then it got to a point where I discovered carnivore, and that's just meat or anything made from an animal. So no veggies. And then I did like steaks for the longest time. So I would have like my coffee in the morning, which I wouldn't have any fat in it. It would just be like black coffee. And I wouldn't eat until I got home. And it worked really well for a while because during the pandemic, we were working a strict schedule every day. So I had a really good routine going on. It was really nice. Oh yeah. And then, okay, so in the beginning also I would do, I would get the little fat bombs. I would make fat bombs, but I also would buy them, which are really great when you're first starting. It's like in that little crutch, I think. But then I got to a point where I was just like, I shouldn't be snacking because snacking is not necessary. It's something that, as Americans, I'll say, because Americans have a horrible diets and they eat terrible, and I mean everything's thrown in our face and the cheapest stuff is the worst stuff for us. But I was like, I'm really anti-snacking because for one, it takes up your net carb, or if you're doing net carbs, it takes up like that amount because you could subtract the fiber from the carbs all you want, but it's like it will add up, you know. So, and then you really need to look at the labels of these keto products that you're getting because it's like, oh, net carbs this, net carbs that, but what are you consuming? You know, what kind of, is it the sugar alcohols and the fiber, how much of these? Because if you have like 30 carbs but then like 20 sugar alcohols and the rest of that is fiber, it's like that's terrible. Well, you shouldn't be consuming that. So yeah, I got to a point where it was very clean, carnivore / keto, more carnivore than keto. I love doing carnivore. And then sometimes I would try just doing all chicken for the week, or I would try doing all beef. Like, I think it was in one whole month I did nothing but ground beef, and my body felt horrible. Like, maybe it was the quality of the meat, because like you're supposed to do you know, grass fed, blah blah blah. I can't afford grass fed. I mean, maybe for one meal I could do that, but so anyways, then I would make like a chicken salad, like a basic chicken salad, nothing too fancy, just the mayo, and I go for like avocado oil mayo, the Primal brand. I like that. It has like a nice little tang to it, kind of like pickle juice almost with mayo. I like that. But you can do regular mayo, like Best Foods mayo. That was fine too. Only thing with that is that there's a lot of other oils that aren't necessarily good for you. But if you're not going to be strict on it, then it's not a big deal. Yeah. So after a year, because my goal was 200 pounds. Because I had a coworker back in the day, and we were walking our dogs, and I was, you know, trying to lose weight and all that stuff, and I thought she was perfect, like her body and everything, and we talked about how much we weighed and everything, and she said she weighed 200 pounds, and I was like, girl, that's all I want. I want, right, you're 200 pounds, I want that body. That's all I want, you know? So I reached 200 pounds, and then I was just like, well, let's keep going. So, the lowest I got to was 160, 165. And that was great. That was amazing. I never thought that would happen. And, when I look at myself, I don't really see what everyone else sees, just because I've been overweight all my whole life. But 2021, I yo-yoed a lot. I got really lazy. I allowed myself to have soda, which I stopped drinking soda because soda makes me crave snacking, crave eating, and I have this uncontrollable thing, and I hate it, and I don't know why it's like that, but I will eat, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? But I just keep doing it. But anyway, so I yo-yoed a lot, and then I started implementing fasting. And I would do like 48-hour fasts, or like every other day fasting, or also, protein modified fasting, where you're eating like low calorie but high protein, and it's pretty amazing because it fills you up. Like, it worked really well for a while. And then this amazing thing happened to me in August. I met someone, and I was trying really hard to be really good because I needed to drop some weight again because I had gained some. And then I got lazy, and he was a bad influence on me. So I ended up gaining 20 pounds, probably a little over 20 pounds since August. And it's January 2nd today. But that's okay, because I know it's due to get back, and I'm starting out anew again, and he wants to try to do it too. So, yep, here I am back at my journey. I got on the scale this morning, and I was at 211 pounds, which is not terrible. Because I know this first week going back to keto, I will lose 10 of that within the first week, because that's all water weight, and since I've been eating such crap, I have a lot of water weight and bloating that will go away within like the first week of eating like this. So anyway, I'm just looking at, yeah, so I have a lot of, I will link on this video, I have a lot of resources that I've gone through. I have Keto Connect, I've got, oh gosh, what's her name, my carnivore chick, Laura Spath. She's awesome. I have Keto in the Chaos. She has a different way. All these people have different ways that they do the keto life. So Keto Connect, they do a lot of like processed foods, and they try things out and snacks and things like that. Laura Spath, she is carnivore, and she's mostly she's a steak girl. She likes steaks. And then Keto Chaos, she's amazing. I love her way of keto, and that's what I'm following now, is a high protein, high fat, low carb. So in the beginning, I lost a lot of hair because of the way I was eating. See all this right here? That's all new hair growth. Yeah, if you're not careful when you're doing keto, if you don't have an adequate amount of protein, you will lose your hair. And I did that. So this is all hair growth, well over 6 months. It doesn't go back overnight. I started out with little ringlets, little curly curls, and my hair is fucking crazy right now because it's like this, and then I have my longer hair. So it's crazy. I call it my troll hair. But anyway, yeah, so Keto Chaos, she does high protein, high fat, and then the low carb. And she does do the processed foods too, and the Bang energy drinks and stuff like that. But she lost over 200 pounds doing keto, which is amazing. And she has recently had surgery to get rid of excess skin. And then I also semi-recently discovered, oh, what's my other keto person? I don't remember. She's the one who does the protein sparing modified fasts. Oh crap, keto. I'll have to look it up. Keeping keto? No, keeping keto. I don't know. Anyway, and then there also is Maria Emmerich. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I didn't realize, but the first cookbook that I got was hers. And she has a YouTube channel. She's got books. She's got a website. She's amazing. All her recipes are very simple. She's different kinds. And what I like about her is that I realized she has also transitioned in her way of eating, because in the beginning she teaches one way, and then through the time it changes into another way, which is kind of, I learned keto one way, and in the last 2 years I've transitioned it into another way. So you kind of have to find what works for you. Not everything's going to be the same for everyone. But my thing is if you just stick to the basics, don't have too much processed stuff, then you'll be fine. I think eating as clean as possible is the best. And modify as much as you can to what you like. Like vegetables, like I was doing carnivore hardcore, so vegetables, even though I wanted some seasonings, I would do like green onions instead of regular round onions, like, you know, like the chives. That has less carbs. And green vegetables are best. Raspberries are the best berry, because you're not supposed to have fruit with keto, but you can have berries. So raspberries are the best berries. Yeah. And I think that's about it. Yeah, so I will be documenting my progress back to my keto life. And I have an event in 2 months that I need to get ready for. So 2 months I should be able to fit into the things I want to fit into, so I can look nice. But yeah, starting at 211 pounds. And I will be making some videos on my food, showing my macros and my my numbers for my fat, protein, and carbs and calories. And I'll post some resources on what I'm using. So until the next time, later.